The revitalized Hyundai Philippines is either ending 2022 with a bang or starting 2023 on a high note. Either way, this is the first ever Stargazer, their entry into the small MPV segment, the most lucrative and most competitive segment in the Philippines. So let's see what their entry can do. Now, you Star Wars fans out there will recognize that I'm wearing a shirt with a quote from Yoda, but this one is no Jedi Master because this one is more fitting that it came from Star Trek. It's that futuristic. Up front, you get the daytime running lights that actually run across the entire hood, and also LED headlights, at least for this top-of-the-line model. Now, towards the side, you will notice it has 16-inch alloy wheels, which in its own looks like it's futuristic, sort of like stargazing, perfect with the theme. Now, what makes this different from other MPVs is its one curve design. The one curve design actually frees up more headroom, especially in the second and third row. Very important if you're bringing 7 people along. Now, towards the back, you would notice that the rear end is just as futuristic as the front end. In fact, you could say that it is the Starship Enterprise. In this case though, Hyundai says the reason why it has this full width LED panel is because the Stargazer is the best of East meets West, centered around the equator. In this case, that means Indonesia, where the Stargazer is made. Now, don't you just love the interior? Just like the futuristic exterior, the Stargazer's interior is equally futuristic looking. You can actually see that in the way they laid out the dashboard, from the free-floating console here, which houses the infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, and the digital gauge cluster. Aside from that, befitting a family vehicle, the Stargazer's trump card here is the amount of storage space that you get. For example, the dash itself would have this nifty map holder right here, a large glove box right here, and this storage space here, which you can put things like cell phone, maybe a box of tissue, and so on and so forth. If you're using a compatible phone, it also has a wireless charger, so no need to bring those cables around if you need to juice up. Okay, so you get the gear shifter right here with the drive modes, and towards the center you get illuminated cup holders. Again, that's something different and something unique that you don't get anywhere else in the segment. Towards the back, we're gonna feature more of the stuff that makes the Stargazer different, and we'll get to that right now. So what did I tell you about the headroom? I'm here in the second row, and you can see it's actually best in class. A 6-footer can actually fit in here, I think. Now, just like every other small MPV out there, the name of the game here is flexibility. And with that, the Stargazer actually offers a second row that slides forward and back and can actually be reclined. This makes it perfect for dividing space between the second and third row passengers. More than that, it's all about adding space and adding storage spaces in particular for passengers. In this case, you get things like multiple map pockets here on one side, a utility table and cup holder on the other side, cup holders here by the side door panels, and even USB charging ports. It's perfect for a family car because it's everything that you need and want. Well, in terms of driving the Stargazer actually sticks to the same formula that's popularized by the other small MPVs out there. So it has independent suspension up front and a torsion beam axle at the back. But it's more than the sum of its parts in that the 1.5-liter engine here features what Hyundai calls Smart Stream technology. In that case, it's designed to reduce friction, improving its efficiency, and in this case, it produces 115 PS of power and 144 Newton meters of torque. Now, the secret sauce for Hyundai is actually the transmission. Compared to the others, which would have a 4-speed automatic, Hyundai has actually equipped the Stargazer with an IVT. Now, it may sound a bit different, but IVT is actually a CV3 transmission with built-in ratios. What does that mean? Well, you get the best of both worlds initially, in that the Stargazer actually has the responses of a conventional automatic transmission with the fuel efficiency of a CVT. Now, more important for family drivers out there is the ride and handling and comfort of the Stargazer. I've got 3 people here on board and the ride is actually very supple, very soft. The steering is also very responsive and finger light. But as a family car, what's more important is probably safety. And in this case, the Stargazer comes not just with a full suite of airbags, anti-lock brakes, backup camera and backup sensors, but also with a driver assist system. Here, the driver assist system would give you things like automatic front braking with collision monitoring, blind spot indicators with rear cross traffic alert, and a cruise control. So those are the things that actually set the Stargazer apart from the competition, and pretty much it makes this MPV one great value for money proposition. After all said and done, the 2023 Stargazer is one futuristic yet practical MPV. It's something Filipino families have been waiting for. And it's perfect because reservation books are now open, starting today. Release of the Stargazer would actually commence towards the end of the year. Final pricing will be released closer to launch, but it will come in 3 variants, with this one, the 1.5 GLS Premium, serving as the top-of-the-line model. You can check it out or ask for more details at your nearest authorized Hyundai dealership.